Zion National Park really wants to extend its sympathy.
Now at 10, a woman swept away by flash flood waters at Zion National Park. The search lasting more than 4 days. Tonight, we're hearing what it took for officials to finally locate her body. Plus,
so that we could make sure that the public would be safe.
A domestic violence incident leading to a SWAT standoff in Salt Lake City. What police are saying about the suspect. And the investigation into a massive apartment fire in Ogden. What fire officials are asking of the public tonight.
Parts of Utah now in a state of emergency. It's where we begin tonight on ABC4 News at 10.
Yes, Governor Cox issuing the declaration after Moab and other southern Utah communities were pounded with heavy rain and major flooding. Representatives from the Utah Department of Public Safety have been monitoring flood conditions. The Office of Emergency Management was on the scene in Moab to offer support and assistance to local government officials. Now that order is in effect for the next 30 days. And tonight, a hiker found dead following the flash floods in Zion National Park. After 4 days of an intense search, her body found in the Virgin River.
ABC4's Courtney Johns live in studio tonight with more on what went into finding this hiker. Courtney.
Yeah, Jaytel Agnehotri's family says she disappeared last Friday while hiking in the Narrows, and for days they have been hoping to find her. Zion National Park says more than 170 responders worked together searching for Agnihotri, translating to more than 1,500 hours total. Jonathan Schaefer is the public affairs specialist at Zion National Park, and he says the National Park Service closely monitored the weather during the search efforts, making sure that they were safe while searching for Agnihotri. He says the flow of the Virgin River changed drastically, at one point running at 1,100 cubic feet per second. And for context, he says when they managed to find her, it was flowing at just 50 cubic feet per second.
It's not so much an issue of speed, it's an issue of volume. And thinking about any river, when a large amount of water moves into it, the riverbed itself it stays about the same size, but all of that water still has to move downstream. And so it can move with great force.
The Washington County Sheriff's Office tells us that they were told by Zion Search and Rescue that they found Agnihotri's body around 3 Monday afternoon. Schaefer says she was found in the Virgin River near the Court of Patriarchs, which is about 5 miles south of the Narrows. Investigators are now working with a medical examiner to determine the cause of death. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Courtney. And following the flooding in Moab tonight, officials issuing a boil order out of safety precaution due to possible contamination. The affected area is the 100 West and West Center areas. Officials urging residents to boil their water before drinking or cooking. Moab City is saying that they plan to have water fully restored by tomorrow or Thursday at the latest.
Despite the flooding, the Moab Music Festival rolls on. Organizers posting these photos to social media saying the past few days have been rough. But thanks to community members and volunteers cleaning up, the festival was able to kick off its 30th anniversary in style. Moab Music Festival running through September 16th.
And a 9-year-old boy in critical condition tonight, this after being stuck in a truck that went underwater in a reservoir in Summit County yesterday. And according to Summit County Sheriff's Office, 2 9-year-old boys and a 2-year-old girl were in the vehicle when it started rolling into the reservoir. They say one of the boys managed to get the door open and escaped. The 2-year-old girl's grandfather was able to quickly get her out of the truck. Joe Donnell, a retired park ranger and emergency responder, says he was on the lake kayaking when he saw the truck submerged. It took Donnell 7 tries, but he eventually was able to get the last boy out of that truck.
I wasn't going to stop till I found him. I knew I couldn't live with myself if I just went to the boat ramp and said, oh, well, wait for the tow truck. So I kept diving. So when I finally felt clothing, it was just a big relief.
All right, that 9-year-old boy does remain in critical condition tonight. If you would like to donate to his medical care, you can find that all the information on our website, abc4.com.
Turning now to a first look at the weather forecast, and we're trading the storms today for some major heat.
Yes, another triple-digit day, Thomas.
Well, we're just getting used to them at this point, where Salt Lake City, we just want to have a hot summer, and we got that triple-digit heat once again for the 25th time this year. We continue to add to the record, but it wasn't only just hot in Salt Lake City. In Logan, we got into the lower 90s. We got to 95 in Provo. St. George returned to the triple digits at 103, and even Cedar City, you got to 95 degrees today. There just wasn't a lot of relief to be had. And again, 25 days now of triple-digit heat in Salt Lake City. We also broke the record for the day today. And for additional perspective, on top of the triple-digit heat days, we've also seen 8 days that have reached 99 degrees. I think it's fair to say it's been a hot summer so far, but at least the temperatures are cooling off, even though it's still very much on the warm side. 85 degrees in Salt Lake, still 93 in St. George, 75 in Cedar City, 81 degrees in Hanksville, and 76 degrees in Logan. And most of the showers and thunderstorms that we had today, again, only had a few of those. Those, for the most part, have since faded away. A pretty calm evening down in St. George with our Southern Utah University camera network. But tomorrow, we're going to see similar heat, just a little bit less compared to what we saw today, but with increasing monsoon moisture, there's going to be a better chance for showers and thunderstorms, including down in southern Utah and along the Wasatch Front. Well, we'll break down the timing and what you can expect for your Wednesday coming up in your forecast in just a few minutes. Glenn, Emily.
Thank you, Thomas. New at 10, Heber City Police asking for your help tonight in finding the person who struck a crossing guard. This all happening this afternoon around 3:30 near Old Mill Elementary School. Police say an adult female driving a black SUV hit the crossing guard in the crosswalk and then left the scene northbound on Mill Road. Now, fortunately, the crossing guard only has minor injuries. Police pleading with the public to please slow down in school zones. If you have any information or saw what happened, call police.
And a SWAT standoff in Salt Lake City, landing a 41-year-old man in jail after he barricaded himself inside of a home on Chadwick Street near Sugar House Park. Police identifying the suspect as Maurice Raffle. Salt Lake police say they were called out for a domestic disturbance. They say a victim had minor injuries and had told police the man had guns and ammunition. That's when the SWAT team was called. Police say the man surrendered after a few hours.
Fortunately, the suspect in this situation peacefully surrendered to police. We did call our SWAT team and our negotiation team just because of initial information was given to our officers that there were weapons inside the home.
Investigators learned that Rafael had allegedly assaulted the victim over the last 3 days. He's currently in the Salt Lake County Jail on multiple counts of domestic violence assault.
New tonight, officials in Ogden still trying to figure out the cause behind a fire that destroyed an apartment building. That fire happening Saturday morning just after midnight on the 3400 block of Washington Avenue. Now, the 3-story apartment building unoccupied and under construction. They say any information such as photos or videos are greatly appreciated. You can contact them there at the number on the screen.
And a fire in Leyton damaging 14 apartments tonight. Police investigating the cause as arson. Now, fire starting Thursday in an apartment complex in the area of 2900 North Hillfield Road. First responders were able to contain the fire to one apartment where 41-year-old Sean Gale lived. But the flames and smoke damaged more than a dozen neighboring homes, causing an estimated $100,000 of damage. Gale now suspected of setting his couch on fire, sparking the blaze. Investigators looking into whether Gale was under the influence of drugs at the time.
A state investigation finding Wayne County School District leaders excessively spent taxpayer money. When traveling to the Utah School Board Association conference in January, State Auditor John Dugal finding the superintendent and 4 board members spent more than $1,000 above the travel allowance set by the Utah State Board of Education. The investigation showing the district paid for upgraded rooms and guest meals on behalf of board members. The state auditor saying the district's failure to comply with its own policies shows a disregard for rules that protect taxpayer dollars.
And a warning tonight for parents as kids head back to school. Authorities say be cautious of the photos you're posting online. The Better Business Bureau saying people are eager to share the back to school pictures on social media, but it's important to take certain precautions. The BBB saying avoid sharing personal details about your child. Don't post information about what school they attend. Be mindful about who sees your post and beware of phony friend requests from people you don't know. Coming up, primary election night across several states in the country. Our Washington correspondent breaks some of the key races down.
And with mostly calm skies today, we were treated to some beautiful sunset. This was from Skull Valley at Horseshoe Springs, sent in by Scott Taylor. Doesn't get much prettier than that. As we go into our Wednesday, though, monsoon moisture is going to bring us back the chance for more showers and thunderstorms across the Beehive State. Utah's most accurate forecast coming up shortly after the break. Stay with us.